Welcome back to PSL Living. I'm Sarah Prohaska, Public Information Officer for the City of Port St. Lucie. Today I have Maureen and Rick from the Morningside Library, the St. Lucie County's branch library in Port St. Lucie. It's our biggest library in Port St. Lucie, very popular place for residents. And they are here to tell us about some of the great programs that they have going on there. You can do more than check out a book at the library, more than check out a video. There's so many other things you can do at the Morningside Library, and they are here to talk about them. So welcome. We are so excited to have you on. We really appreciate you coming to our studio today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So one of the programs that I know people are very excited about at the Morningside Library is a program that just started in the fall, and it's called Creation Station. And we were hoping you could tell us. First of all, let's just talk about Creation Station right off the top of the bat. Rick, I know that this is one of your programs, so if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about it.
Sure. So we did open it in October of last year, and it's more than just a program. It's actually a space in the library that's open to the public anytime the library is open.
Okay.
So you can come in and use all the different various softwares in the Creation Station, along with some of the physical stuff in there, and create really cool things from video editing to Photoshop to Blender, which is 3D modeling, anime, my personal favorite, Mixcraft Studio, which is music producing and editing software.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's all available to anybody during operating hours of the library?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, and do you have classes? Do you have times when you do some instructional?
We do. Typically, every other Tuesday night, we're doing some sort of workshop on any particular software in that Creation Station. We'll be taking a little hiatus on it for a little bit at the end of April.
Okay.
So April is Mixcraft, and then we're going to take a hiatus on it for that.
Okay. So if people want to find out so they can come in at any time and use the equipment and use the software, but if they want to get the instructional time, is there a website that they can go to find out the schedule?
Absolutely. If you just go to the county website, look for libraries, and you can find the information on there.
Okay, great.
Or feel free to call the library, and we can set you up an appointment even. You can book the room in ahead.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's different options to getting yourself inside the room and working on different things.
How did you come up with this idea to do this? This is really innovative and pretty cool.
This is a part of makerspace, which is a movement going on in libraries right now, and it's just what it says it is. It's a space where people come in and make things. It's meant to be collaborative. It's meant to be innovative. There are many different types of makerspace. Ours is focused on technology, and it was a long-time plan of mine, vision of mine, to try and get it into the library, and very fortunate with the support of our library system manager, Susan Jacobs. She encouraged this sort of forward thinking, and so it's a part of the makerspace movement, and it's been just great positive feedback from the community on it.
I was going to ask you, have you had a lot of people coming in and using it and saying, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much for this opportunity," or it's things that they would not have had access to?
Exactly. People come in, and we were just talking to a lady from Miami, which is a very large library system, and she said Miami-Dade County does not have this sort of program going on in it at this point. And it is really where many libraries are going in the country, and it just provides. We always talk about literacy, different types of literacy in library. We're kind of all about literacy, and this is digital literacy, and so we're trying to promote this for the community. All you need is a library card. It's totally free. Everything about it is free.
That is awesome. That is really great. I know this probably is attractive to the younger set, but have you had all ages come in here and use this stuff?
Yeah, all ages.
Really? Never too old to learn a new skill, and this is definitely skills that could help you, and especially for the younger ones, that could help them out in their future life.
Yes, interesting because we put Mixcraft, which is a very good software program for music production and editing. And I thought really the teens and that group would come in, but it's a lot of adults who are coming in. They're in garage bands and they're coming in to
use it.
To use it, yeah.
That's
which
great.
is very fulfilling, very fulfilling.
That's really great. That is really awesome. So once again, this is available whenever the library is open. What are your hours? Do you know them? I'm sure you know them off the top of your head.
I do. And go to the St. Lucie County Library website to get the hours, but we're open Tuesday through Saturday, and Tuesdays we're 9 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. Thursdays 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night, and Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, either 8 or 8:30 to 5 or 5:30.
Okay, great.
It's kind of a little different every day.
Okay, so that's good. That gives people different times to get in there. So that's always awesome. I know you've got a lot of things planned for kids this summer.
Yes,
do you
we
mind telling us? Summer's coming up and parents are already thinking about what are we going to do. So let's give them some ideas.
We have the summer reading program that is system-wide. It's a library system-wide, so you can go to any library in the county. The challenge this year is the same as it was last year. It's open to kids grades K through 12, and the challenge is to read 12 books or 12 hours. And for the little kids, it's even if parents read to them, 12 books, 12 hours. And if you complete 6 books or 6 hours, you can come in, you get your own book, you get to pick out a book, which is very, very attractive to a lot of kids to have their own book. They also will get 2 Met tickets as long as supplies last.
Okay.
And when they finish the program, which is 12 books, 12 hours, they win a really cool reading medal. It has the year on it. It's our 3rd year in the row giving them out. We're hoping kids will collect them.
My kids have a collection of those. We've been doing them since before they could read. I was taking them, doing the summer reading program where I was reading to them, and now my oldest son is in 3rd grade and my youngest son is in 1st grade, and they go pick out their own books now and they read them. So we've done that every summer. It's a great program, and they've got their medals from each year. They put their names up on the wall, and it's really fun. And besides that, I know you do some programming, and this year your theme is?
This year's Build a Better World.
Okay.
And we're encouraging construction and making things.
So it kind of goes along. Making things. So, and that be on the lookout for a schedule of events. I'm sure people will find that on your website also.
Yes, we try and have some sort of, I want to call it performance, but sometimes it's not necessarily a performance, but something for the kids to come in pretty much every week. We take a little break over the 4th of July that week, but from the program, something for the kids to come in. We also do hands-on science experiments, and they do it at all the branches. And it's really popular. I call it kitchen chemistry, a lot of it is. For the kids to come in and they'll do the experiment and learn a little bit about the science behind it. And
we've done those too, and they're really fun. They're fun, and I know they were always filled. So every time we went, they were very popular. And they're free. So
they're free. Everything in the library is free.
A great way to fill your summer without spending a lot of money and actually educating your children and having fun at the same time. So it's a great service that the library system provides for families and parents and children.
We do it for a couple reasons. I mentioned earlier we're all about literacy. And this is, they call it summer setback or summer slide, to keep the kids reading. The library's mission is different from, say, the schools. They're instructional. We just believe that if you put the right book in the right kid's hands, you'll get a reader for life. And that is our interest in it. To have the kids come in and find something that really excites them to read, and they will become a reader for life, and we like that.
That is a great goal. I like that too. That's really awesome. So there is one other thing I want to talk to Maureen about before you leave. there are plans for another library in Port St. Lucie, and I know our residents are very excited.
Yes.
It's along Rosser. It's going to be on Rosser in the old police substation, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So anyone who's familiar with that area, and it will serve the western part of the city, which doesn't really have a library right now serving them. So people are very excited. And Maureen, you're going to be moving to that library.
I am.
So if you wouldn't mind, we're going to hopefully have you back on in the fall when it opens, and we can give everyone all the details about it at that time. But if you wouldn't mind giving us a quick update about where we are, when we expect it to open, and basically that.
So far, everything is on track. Construction is going as anticipated. There don't seem to be any construction delays, any kind of planning delays in it, any hitches in the road that we've seen. Target date is the middle of August, and we seem to be working mightily towards that.
Wonderful.
It's going to be a 21,000 square foot library, which is large.
Okay.
That's a pretty good size library. It also is going to have a creation station in it.
You're bringing that with you.
The plans are at this point to also have a 3D printer in it, which I'm really excited about.
People are that will be popular.
The projection for that creation station is also to have a 3D printer.
Okay.
We're also going to have a gaming room for tweens and teens to come in, and we're going to have some nice games for them to come in and play games, and maybe some competition thing going on there. And
that would be fun. And you told me an interesting fact. You said you did a study of the area, and there's how many houses around there?
The population within 5 miles is 100,000 people, and it's been a totally, as you said, underserved area in the county. So we're really hoping that the community will come and enjoy the library.
And I'm sure they will, because they're already excited about it, I can tell you.
And I'm looking for ideas from them. I really want the people who live in that area to come and talk to me and say, can you do this? I wish you had that. And really help me, put together a library that serves their needs.
All right, wonderful. Well, we'll have you back on.
Can't wait.
Hopefully in August, and hopefully you'll stay on track, and we'll have you back on, and we'll give everyone the details about your grand opening, which, like I said, residents are excited.
Yes,
we get calls
yes.
all the time saying, what's going on with that library? When is it going to open? So I know people are, it's going to be popular, I'm sure. So I really appreciate you coming on and giving us all this great information. And so if anyone has any questions, the website's the best way to go to find it, or to come into the library. You have a lot of information at the front desk.
We do.
Your librarians are very helpful and can answer questions.
Great.
I know. So thank you very much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us.
We'll see you back in a few months.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after these messages.